On this episode I'm gonna be restoring my fuel cup. As you can see, it's pretty bad. It's all cracked up. I know I can get one for not too much money, but I want to make a custom one, so I'm gonna make actually custom insert for it. We're gonna make it Ford. In the middle there'll be GT and underneath Mustang. So it'll be kind of a little cool custom touch. Pull one off. It's fairly easy. Once you unscrew it, there's a little screw that holds that stainless steel wire. So you just undo it on the inside and you can pull it out. Now you can really see how bad it looks. So to pull out the middle, I mean, in this case, I think I can just, yeah. There. It's a sandwich of two pieces of wood or laminate, and on the first one the grain is going this way, and on the other one the grain is going this way. So this way they reinforced each other, so that in the future this shouldn't ever crack. Now I made this piece of wood for my lathe, so I can do a nice circle, match the size, and maybe do a little bevel on it and then laser engrave something. I think I'm actually gonna dye it black afterwards, and the text gonna be in silver. I'm gonna use a lathe to trim it to the right size. I put some black ink on to see just how it would react to the black ink. I was just curious how deep it penetrates. I'm assuming it's not very deep, but once it's done I'm probably gonna ink it and then laser engrave it and put some silver into the engraving. Okay, we'll see how it works. Now we're gonna tape it and spray it silver so the inside of the letters are silver. Okay, silver sprayed and tape removed. Now just waiting for it to dry and then sand off the excess. Okay, we finished with clear coating, and we use a special clear coat that is supposed to hold up to the UV rays pretty well, especially since I'm in Arizona. Now we just I start sanding it a little bit, but now we're just gonna color sand it and polish it. Okay, now 800. I started with a 400 grit paper. Okay, it's going pretty good. Next 1000. Okay, now 2000. Looking pretty good. 3000. Okay, now polishing agent. Came out pretty sweet. You can see the gloss. Okay, so I drilled 2 holes over here. So if I ever have to pop up the top again, I can and just flip it. But they're not drilled in the seal area. See, this is the seal that seals the tank. So these are on the outside. And if I ever have to pop up the decoration again, I can with just, I don't know, 2 nails or something. Because once the decoration part goes in, it's not going to be able to grab it at all. Also, as you can see, this cup is a little bit, has some overspray, and the chrome is not as shiny as it should be. So I'll show you a little trick. All you need is aluminum foil. And what's cool about polishing chrome with aluminum foil, is that it does a really good job because it's softer than actual chrome, so it doesn't scratch it just removes the dirt and it kind of shaves itself down. And then any little particles that get stuck in the chrome from aluminum, A, are shiny, and B, they'll actually help prevent corrosion, because aluminum is a weaker metal when it comes to corrosion, so the chrome will actually absorb it instead of start corroding itself. So that's pretty cool thing about polishing chrome with aluminum. So as you can see, it's coming out pretty good, and you just keep going and clean off the whole thing. Okay, so with help of aluminum foil and some organic natural elbow grease, I got this exterior of the cap really nice and shiny, and it came out really good. So now we're gonna put it in, and I'm gonna insert the new insert. So okay, it goes like this. Okay. We're gonna use a little bit of caulk on it because when it dries, it's really nice and it sticks stuff really well, and since it's kind of rubbery, it absorbs vibration, so it won't crack and fall off after a while. And then if I really have to take it out or put a new one, it will, it's still soft enough to where you can push it out or something like that, if I ever plan to make a new one. And this one came out pretty good, but in retrospect, I would start with a really black piece of wood if I was doing something with silver, like ebony wood, and then I just laser it out and put silver, because I was using a black dye, and actually it kept fighting with the silver whenever I tried to clear coat it, because the dye was getting dissolved into the clear coat, and then I have to put silver on again and the black again and so on. So that didn't come out that perfectly good. I want to test it in Arizona sun, see how that clear coat actually held up. And then for white or really light, I can use like a light wood and maybe whitewash it, and then use the laser to burn out the dark letters if you want to do it in reverse. But I mean, anything will work. Custom wood with custom colors, stuff like that. Okay. That should be enough. Alright. Perfect. I think it came out pretty cool.